requires strengthening our network of allies and partners, and it requires expanding our warfighting capabilities across all 5 of these domains. In this era of great power competition, we cannot take for granted the United States' long-held advantages. The Air Force, in particular, has maintained uncontested air superiority for decades, with persistent intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, and precision airstrikes anytime, anywhere. However, our near-peer rivals, China and Russia, seek to erode our long-standing dominance in air power through long-range fires, anti-axis aerial denial systems, and other asymmetric capabilities designed to counter our strengths. Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage. Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage. Furthermore, our competitors and adversaries exploit cyberspace to undermine our security without confronting our conventional strengths. They do this all in an increasingly gray zone of engagement that keeps us in a perpetual state of competition. The National Defense Strategy guides us as we adapt the force to this challenging, complex security environment by, first, divesting from legacy systems, second, reinvesting in our highest priorities, and third, making the tough choices required to break from the status quo and continue outpacing the competition. Thanks to our largest research and development budget in the department's history, we are advancing critical technologies to maintain our military edge in areas such as hypersonic weapons, directed energy, and autonomous systems. In the Air Force, and autonomous systems. Sonic weapons, directed energy, and autonomous systems. In the Air Force specifically, we are modernizing our force for the 21st century with aircraft such as the B-21, the X-37, and the Next Generation Air Dominance Platform. Equally important, we are transforming the way we fight through the implementation of novel concepts such as Dynamic Force Employment, DFE, which provides scalable options to employ the joint force while preserving our capabilities for major combat. Perhaps one of the strongest and most visible examples of DFE is in our Bomber Task Force mission. Through a quick reaction, persistent, long-term bomber presence around the globe, the Air Force has not only increased aircraft readiness and aircraft availability, but has also provided a wider range of options for combatant commanders across multiple areas of responsibility. For example, in our priority theater, the Indo-Pacific, B-1s and B-2s from multiple bases, along with F-15s and F-35s, recently conducted joint maneuvers with Japanese fighters as part of a large force exercise with the USS Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group. And just a few weeks ago, 6 B-52s overflew all 30 NATO countries in a single day, integrating with a wide array of Allied fighters to demonstrate our ironclad commitment to the NATO alliance. These are just 2 examples of how dynamic force employment provides strategic predictability to our allies while remaining operationally unpredictable to our foes. In order to realize the full potential of this and other novel concepts, we must be able to